The next leg of my outback adventure involves a 3-day four-wheel drive trek with Mick McCulkin of Tri-State Safaris.
But otherwise, we had some great weather.
2 hours later, we arrive at Mutawinji National Park, set in the stunning Bingano Ranges. If the sheer beauty of this place doesn't grab you, then this will: Aboriginal rock art. There are literally hundreds of these carvings here, dating back more than 8,000 years, making Mutawinji one of the most important Aboriginal sacred sites in the country. From Mutawinji, we head to White Cliffs, another 2 hours drive away. And if you're like me, about now you'll be feeling those tummy rumbles. Mick and Joe also include lunch on the tour and houses for a setting, a dry creek bed in the middle of nowhere. This is yum. Your choice of homemade pea and ham or pumpkin soup under a big outback sky. Late afternoon, we arrive in White Cliffs, one of the most surreal landscapes in Australia. Abandoned opal mines litter the ground, giving the area an almost lunar-like effect. It gets pretty warm out here, into the mid-40s in summer, and that's why most of White Cliffs' 200 residents live underground. PJ's B&B is built 9 metres underground, and at $118 per single room per night, including breakfast and dinner, it's reasonably well priced. And guess what? Right next door to my bedroom is an actual opal mine. Don't believe me? Check this out. The 3.5-day all-inclusive outback adventure with Tri-State Safaris costs $901 per person. To top off the experience, we swing by the old ghost town of Silverton to witness one of Australia's most breathtaking views. Just out of Silverton, you'll come across an amazing sight, the vast expanse of the Mundi Plains, where on a clear day you can actually see the curvature of the earth. Some say it's like standing on the edge of the world, and to see a sunset here is to witness the outback in all its glory.
It might not look like much of a tourist attraction, but out here, this post is a very popular spot, because if you plant yourself on top of it, you can be in 3 states at the one time. Right now, my left side is in Queensland, my right is in New South Wales, and my behind is in South Australia. Sorry, South Australia. Okay, you're right, this isn't exactly Disneyland. Just a surveyor's landmark where borders meet. A dot on a map. But it's in the middle of some pretty spectacular country. This is Cameron Corner, as far as you can get from Sydney without crossing a border. Just across the fence in the Queensland corner is the Cameron Corner store. Here they've got a Queensland liquor licence, a New South Wales postal address and a South Aussie phone number, but they drink like Queenslanders. Hey, Tom.
Bill, Tom, how you going, mate?
Pretty good, thanks.
Good, matey.
Tell me, with all these states just metres away from each other, what does everyone drink out here? Like Coopers or 4X or Tooheys New?
Probably 4S Gold, the main beer, Eddie.
You got a gold?
I've got a gold there, mate.
That's me.
No
of course, there's not a lot of locals to drink with. Only 14 people live within 40 kilometres of the pub. And the nearest neighbour's 14 k's away. And what's the deal with all the $5 notes on the ceiling?
All camping money. Everyone that camps, they donate $5 and that goes to the roof and gets donated to the Royal Flying Doctor Service.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not camping, but I'll have a crack.
All right, mate. Here's your $5.
Fiver?
Yep. What they do.
Yeah.
Pin in. Wrap it up. Just try and curve it up like that.
Throw it.
Throw it. Break a light bulb and shout the bar, mate, so away you go. There you go, she's in.
No. Now, you can't come out here and not see the corner post and the store that's more like a pub. But the real reason you come out here is the red dirt and the big skies. This is outback country, corner country. You've probably all heard of this, the dingo fence, over 5,000 kilometres long, which makes it the longest wire fence in the world. It was originally built to keep the rabbits out of Queensland. Come on through. But nobody really thought that they'd just go straight under it. These days, it keeps the dingoes out of sheep country. So if you happen to go through it, make sure you shut the gate. There's not too much out here, nor too many people either. Oh, geez, a bit of water on the road.
Yeah, but we could certainly do with a bit more yet.
Some of the stations are so big, it's an hour's drive to the front gate to check the mail. That's why this place is so important. Tibooburra. It's the local shops for some of the loneliest country in the world. And it's the most isolated town in the whole of New South Wales. Even in outback terms, Tibooburra is remote. Very remote. If you think the name sounds so familiar, then it's probably from hearing it on the evening news. See, more often than not, Tibooburra is the hottest place in New South Wales, which may explain why this place is so popular. It's Tibooburra's legendary family hotel. Everyone who stops in town seems to end up here, so it's got heaps of history. In the early 70s, Clifton Pugh and some of his artist mates came up this way and started painting the landscapes. One day they've rolled into the local pub, had a bit of a chat to the owner, and ended up painting some of the walls.
What can I get you?
Oh, I think I'll have a gold.
Stubby or a can?
Can, please. I'm a can man. What do you reckon? Like the look of Corner Country? Well, Tri-State Safaris will take you travelling. 4-day tours starting in Broken Hill and including sleeps at the Family Hotel and Mount Wood Homestead start from $915 per person, twin share. And Rex will get you there. A one-way flight to Broken Hill from Adelaide starts from $147.